Good morning, folks. It is Friday, March 6th. Beautiful day. And I'm on the trail before 10 o'clock. All right, let's see how far I go today. I don't know, but I'm just going to go walk. I'm going to take y'all along. Hope you enjoy. All right, beautiful walk this morning so far. Beautiful sky. Sun's out, little bit of a breeze blowing, but it's already 64 degrees. 64, 65, somewhere around in there. And with the sun out, it is warm already. I shouldn't have cooked breakfast this morning, but I got up at 7:15. And I have to take medicine an hour before I eat anything, so I took my medicine, waited about 30 minutes, and then started breakfast. And then, of course, cleaned up. Had to gather all my drink bottles back up again because I washed them yesterday when I got home. So I'm just now getting started, but it's typical when we're out hiking or anything, and even though I'm at home leaving, we usually don't leave camp till 8 or 9 anyway, so typical morning for me, but better than 1 and 2. So I'm going. Feels good now. I'm starting downhill, so the breeze feels really nice. So maybe today I may do some full-length trails that I only did partials of. All right, lizard. That I only did partials of yesterday, I think. The one new one that Tim took me halfway up and I got scared and jumped out of the buggy. I think that one they're calling Donkey Kong Trail. So I may jump on it today and do the whole trail today. So feeling a little bit better today, feeling a little stronger. I guess because I drank a lot of electrolytes yesterday. So, but let's see where we go. Different stages of fungus on these little logs that's done been cut. Marissa, these may come to your house. They're already cut. All we'd have to do is load them. Something's in the water moving around. It's already had a little bit of a journey down through here. I saw a frog jump in a while ago, but some kind of little critter's got him a piece of a shell or something. There's the frog that jumped in. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit before he... Oh, I made him run. Time for some more slow and steady cardio. Go up, around, and then climb back up to the top of the ridge up there somewhere. Cardio for about 30 minutes or so. So this is the trail I came up a few weeks ago, and I got up to this turn area and it just stopped. And I was so disappointed because then I had to bushwhack up through there. I went around that tree and bushwhacked up to the top, and but now this trail is open. Ugh. It's a little bit flat this way. I mean, still a little bit climbing, but not steep. But get time to catch your breath a little bit and let the legs rest some. Tim rode me up this part yesterday on the buggy, so I didn't film any while I was in the buggy riding. So you can kind of see what it looks like up through here, and then I'll get back with you whenever I get ready to shoot up the side of the mountain, because we will eventually do that. So that's where I got out of the buggy at yesterday when I took the video of it sitting sideways to show how steep the mountain is. And then I'm going to take me a breather. I'm going to wind my way up and around and back up the yonder to the top. So I said I'm going to take me a breather. I don't know what they call this trail, so I'll have to ask them later. But I'm going to take me a little bit of a breather, and I'm going to climb up some more. Cardio wasn't too bad a minute ago, but it's about to get harder. So lots more cardio, just slow and easy. So the double pink ribbon marks a switch back to the right. So I found me a shade of a tree that I'm stopping at for right now. Taking me a little bit of a break. Whew. Oh, look at the tree, how it's still alive but got the big bend on the bottom. Huh, pretty cool. I'm almost to the top, but my calves are screaming. This is about the same part yesterday that they started letting me know that they were tired. That it is straight up. My back is soaked with sweat already. Mainly because the backpack's on it, and the bike always gets hotter with the backpack on it. Slowly making my way. I'm almost to the connector, the other connector trail. North, south. I'm going north. I will eventually work up to going south back to the highway, but right now I'm going north and staying in the woods. Okay, so the trail that I've taken so far, the little loop trail behind my house and up the side of the ridge, it's 1.75 miles from my house. So first quarter of a mile up, then the last 3/4 is not too bad, and then at 1 mile it starts straight up, so it's 1/4 mile up. Now I'll let you know when I get back to the picnic table how far from this direction it is to the picnic table. All right, so I've made it to the picnic table, and it's actually only 3/10 of a mile once I get up to the top of this ridge and this junction. It's 3/10 of a mile to the picnic table, so not too bad. But I'm going to sit here for a minute, take a break, and then continue on. So I'm going to eat me some almonds and drink me some Element drink mix. And then I'm going to head on. Okay, so this is the new trail right after the picnic table that I went down yesterday. But today, I'm going to go down the original route from the picnic table, and I'm going to come up that side. I feel like I've got enough strength today to do all of these climbs. I may be regretting it later, but it has warmed up really fast. It's 72 and that sun is hot. Glad I'm doing it early now instead of waiting until later this afternoon. And that's the Jeep Week Trail down through there. It has a lot of boulders. I did it a lot 2 years ago. Haven't done it in a while. I got to get that built back up more to do that one. But since I am walking early today, I did put me some sunblock on. Ooh, nice breeze. Feels good. But I did put some sunblock on today because my skin was getting really hot yesterday. So I'm walking down this original old road that we usually bring up to the picnic table. I'm gonna walk down around over to the rock ledge and back up. You know, none of these walks would be possible without giving thanks to God, because He's the one that wakes me up every day. He's the one that lets my body be able to move. And I just give Him thanks every day. See something different over here. Sorry, it's got me. Oh, there's another trail down through there. That's another new one. I'll have to explore that one day, but I got my mind set on this other one right now. So, anyway. But yeah, I just want to give thanks to God for allowing me to get out here every day and do this. Even though I think my body's aged a lot, it's still able to move. I know the shape I'm in right now is due to me, lack of me having motivation to get out. But for right now, the good Lord's got a fire burning in me again to get out here and work on myself, get strengthened up. And I just want to thank God, because He's the one that's possible for all of this. I couldn't do it without Him. And there's another trail going down through there. Man, there's all kinds of trails out there. Oh, that could be a loop from the other one up on the top. But I don't know. Another one to explore one day. I get out here and I have so much peace. You know, a lot of heaviness sometimes. I have a lot of heaviness on my heart about stuff, but God just tells me to get out here and walk and think and just let go. So that's what nature can do for you and God. You're having struggles, having a lot of burdens, just hand them over to God. He can help you with it when you don't know what to do or how to deal with it yourself. Turn it over to God. He'll help you with it. It's not always easy. You know, we still struggle. It's not always easy, but you just got to have a lot of faith and just always turn it over to God. Let Him help you with it. Okay, so I made it back to Sasquatch. I'm going to walk up that dirt road for just a little bit and get onto that ridge back there. Walk it and then up through there. Alright, so I've made it up to the turnoff to this. I don't know what they call it. Maybe lower rock ledge. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. But this is okay for right now. mostly flat or level. But, I'm on way back and forth down on the bottom here for a little bit. And then I'll eventually start my way up. So I got on this trail at 11:35. So we'll see how long it takes me to get across through here and up. It's gotten super warm. I've had to tuck my braided ponytail up into my hat because it gets too hot on the back of my neck. So much glad I got up and got out here earlier. Got it a lot of miles in before it got too hot. Alright. I'm about to hit that and go up. Let the climb begin. We'll see how long it takes. The calves are screaming again. Oh. Another walk 10 steps and stop and breathe. Who can pass up a log that's just the right height to sit down and take a break and not have to get up off the ground? Whew. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather. Down through there is where I came up. And I still got a little bit more climbing to go to get up to the top of this one and then walk across. But for now, I'm going to take a little bit of a breather. So there's a breeze blowing and I need a little bit of a rest. All right, I'm back at the junction of the picnic table. Picnic table's just right out there. Whew. I'm going to go back down this road again. I think I'm going to go try to hit what they call Donkey Kong Trail. I'll see when I get how I feel when I get down and around to it. For the most part, it's not too bad. Has a little bit steep up about halfway, so I'm going to walk back down through here and then go to the Donkey Kong, and then I think I'll be done for the day. So the one trail that I just came up, I guess the North Rock Ledge Trail, whatever it is, from the time I got to the steep part where it started up, it's 3/10 of a mile up to coming out on the picnic table road. So it's probably a half a mile altogether from the time you cross the rocks. Okay, so I made it back to Sasquatch. And so I took a right at Sasquatch this time, walking down this road till I get to the turn off to go up, I think what they call Donkey Kong. So touch back in a little bit. I like having the flat road to walk for a little while. It lets my body kind of recuperate, like I said earlier. And this is all private property that I walk on. So I'm just lucky enough to get permission from the owners to walk up through here. So once again, this is all private property that I walk on. All right, so I'm going to take a left here at what I call the Bunny Trail. I don't know what their name is for it, but I'm calling it the Bunny Trail. I think, well, I know I'll walk up through here a little bit and then I'll cut off to the left again and start up Donkey Kong. So I may have to stop and sit down and eat my protein bar before I head up that one. as I've done a lot of climbing already today, and haven't really put much fuel back in my body. So. Alright, so up. That way it's going to start Donkey Kong. I'm going to go right there in the shade and sit down and take me a break. Alright, so a protein bar is a little melted, but that's okay. I can still eat it like this. And I'm sitting here right in the shade. Nice breeze coming up. Lean back on the bank, taking it easy. Gonna eat me a little bit. Ooh, look at all them fat rolls on my neck. Hold my head up this way and they don't show up so much. At least I can make fun of myself anyway, so it doesn't bother me. I want to sit here and take a little bit of a break, eat my melted protein bar, and then I'll head on up, what did I say it was? Donkey Kong. So I'm finishing my break at 12:26. And mile marker when I turned off at the Rabbit was 3 miles and 3/4, so 3.35. So I'm going to skirt up and around this ridge top. I think what they call Donkey Kong, it'll go on out that way more and start skirting around. So I'm going to take it along, we'll see what we see. Some big old muscadine vines. Been here a long time. This is the first place I jumped out of the buggy yesterday. In this sharp uphill turn. We'll go up, go back to the left, follow it a little ways out through there. And then right down there it turns back again, goes up, and then it'll turn back again. This was my second place I jumped out. I said, nope, I'm walking from here. Ooh, getting in my cardio again. Ooh. Had to stop for a breather, another take 10 steps and stop and breathe. Okay, so for those of you that may have watched yesterday's video, y'all know what the rest of the trail looks like from here on. So I filmed this portion yesterday. Whew. So it just kind of, yeah, there's the troll tree again. Still no trolls under it. So it just kind of gradually walks across through here, and then it'll go uphill to the road that goes to the overlook. But I'm not going to the overlook today, I don't think. I don't know. I'll see what the time is when I get to the connector. And I might walk on that. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. So I'm back to the junction. Goes up to the overlook. And so today I think I'll walk on up to the overlook. Maybe a quarter of a mile or so. 3/4. Something like that. So I've made it up to the overlook in about 10 minutes. So that's not too bad. So I'm gonna get up here and find me a shady spot. Sit down and take a breather for a little bit. I think I'll eat me some more almonds. Drink plenty. And then I'll head the 2 miles back home. Ta-da! There's the view. I'm gonna sit and enjoy the view and the breeze for a little while. Not too much shade from this little bitty tree, but hey, at least I'm leaning back, taking a break and resting. Whew. Gonna eat me a Biscoff cookie and the rest of my almonds. Drink plenty of water, and then I'll start the 2 mile trek back home. Don't have to be in any hurry. It's just 1 o'clock, so I don't have to be in a hurry to get back yet. All right, so I'm finished with my break. I took about a 20-minute break, and so I'm gonna head back home. Like I said, I think it's about 2 miles from here to the house, so I should be home. It's 1:20. I should be home no later than 3. I don't know which direction I'm going to take back home yet, so but I know I should be back no later than 3. And so far as of now, I have hiked 4.42 miles. So, like I said, I think it's 2 from this point home. So that should put me at about 6 miles for the day. Look at this little baby. He's just a tiny thing. Second time passing the rocky ledge. Third time passing Sasquatch today. Heading home. All right, back at what I call the bunny trail. Almost an hour later. If you take away the 20-minute break that I took on top, it would have been an hour later. So I'm gonna go down here to the junction of the Peachtree Roller Coaster Trail, another trail, the trail that goes to our house. I think this time I'm gonna go back to the right and take the trail that goes to our house. All right, so I'm gonna go down this trail. It'll be downhill and flat most of the way. The last 3/4 of a mile will have some climbing in it, but my legs will be rested up enough for it then. I'll just take it slow and easy, and I'll touch back with you when I get back to the top of the ridge behind my house. Nice and flat. Give my legs a break. Well, they've had a break all the way down. I saw a frog jump in the water. Let's see what we can see right here. Nope, he jumped in and dove down under. I'm on my last little bit of good trail, flat trail, before I start climbing up for maybe 1/4 of a mile. Because I gotta go up on the top of that one. So, last little bit of good ground before I have to start up. I'm gonna take it slow and easy. And there's another trail going up that side. There's a one-eye still hanging around. Oh, I got this little climb and another little climb, and then go to the left, and I climb up that. There's the bottom portion of the loop behind my house that comes up. Well, I still gotta go up that little bit of a rise. So there's where I started the loop this morning. down behind the house at about 10:15. It's now 2:15. So I went down and around and down that little gap back there, up top of that, and then over that way and down and around that other little peak over there several times, and then down in the bottom and down there to back up here. I am tired now. I will have easy walking the rest of the way back to the house. I'm just going to take my time, kind of rest after those last few cardio climbs. I'm just going to stroll back to the house. That trail there goes down to the little camping area that we have. Haven't been down there in a while. I would go down there, but it's a uphill on the way back, and I'm too tired to do any more uphill. So I'll take y'all down there again one day. I'm about to start the downhill to the house. So I'm going to try to go ahead and do the end of the day recap. Friday, March the 6th. It's about 2:30. So by the time I get back to the house, I'll have in about 6.5 miles. And it's in the upper 70s. It's hot. So it's been a great day. It's been a lot of fun. Just beautiful day. And it's a great day the Lord's given us. I hope y'all enjoy the video.